What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about Bears football today. I know Bears football, it's all over with. We lost to the Rams in the divisional round. It sucks, but, you know, it was one hell of a year. And today we're going to be talking about how this season went and some of the off-season stuff like the free agency and the draft. They're coming up. Exciting stuff, in my opinion. And I'll get to it. To me, the draft and free agency are my favorite parts of the football, NFL. Just seeing players going place to place, wearing different jerseys. And then obviously the draft, just seeing talented guys going to the NFL. It is so electric and awesome. But let's get to this, how the team went. So obviously the team exceeded a lot of expectations. They went 11-6, winning the division and winning a playoff game for the first time since 2010. 2010. Let's see. How old was I? I don't even know. 7, 6. Damn young. Damn young. I mean, the offense was electric. It started out rough for this team. Obviously going 0-2 against division rivals. Choking a pretty good lead against the Vikings on Monday night. And then going to Detroit and getting your ass handed to yourself. And at that point, I just thought, yep, just same old shit. But that's not what happened. Then they went against the Cowboys. Did a decent whooping job on the Cowboys. Then back-to-back games. They won 25-24 against the Raiders and Commanders, which they blocked a kick. It would have been pretty much a game-winning kick against the Raiders, but they blocked it. The Commanders, Jane Daniels fumbles the ball, and then we recover and we score a game-winning kick with Jake Mundy. And then obviously the Bengals game, that was an incredible game. The Giants coming back from the Giants. What is some more? I mean, a lot of game. The Niners game where we were just, it was a shootout. 7-7, 14, 21, 21, 28, 28, 35, 35. And we just kept going. And then obviously no defense. And then also defeating the world champs, the Eagles, at Philly. I mean, that was the toughest game on the schedule. And we just went out there and beat them by 2 scores. But I think we all know what the best part of this year was. We all do. It was being the Packers, not once, but twice. Once in the playoffs, after being down 16-6 in the fourth. Go up to tie it. And head into overtime. And Caleb Williams throws an absolute bomb to DJ Moore for the game-winning touchdown. And then in the wild card round, down by 21-3, coming out of halftime, and they win the game because there was some magic this year. The magic, the electricity, the energy, the pride, and the just, I don't know what it was that drove this team. But they just kept going and going. They didn't stop. I mean, that was incredible. You humiliated the Green Bay Packers twice. I mean, shit. You did in the regular season, which that is amazing on its own. And now when you do that, you do it in the playoffs. Incredible stuff. And then, and I almost forgot, and I just now remembered the Browns game. That was an awesome game. I went to that game. I did a full vlog. I had fun going to that game with my family and stuff. The atmosphere was awesome. It was freezing cold, yes, but you know, that's the magic of it. That truly is the magic of it. But yeah, what a hell of a year it was. I mean, I couldn't be more hyped up for next year now for this team. So let's get to some things. But you know what, actually before I even get to those things, this whole thing with Indiana, the Bears going to Indiana, and all this whole, are they going to Arlington? Are they staying at Soldier Field? Are they now apparently going to Indiana? I don't know. Personally, I have mixed feelings. I don't really want to go to Indiana because, well, the Bears, it just doesn't seem right. I just don't want it to happen, personally. But I wouldn't be mad if it happened. Or disappointed. I just don't want them to I don't think they will. They're not going to rename them the Indiana Bears or whatever the city or town that area is at. They're not going to rename it. It's going to be the Chicago Bears. There's many teams in the league that aren't actually in the city, or maybe even aren't even in the state. So I'm not overly oh my god, what the hell? But I'm just not really pleased that it's starting to look like Indiana, but I don't think it's gonna be. Maybe, I don't know. Who the hell knows? That'll be a later thing. But let's talk about this team's needs and some of the offseason stuff. So, needs. Offensively, for the first time in my life as a Bears fan, I can actually sit here and say, we don't need needs really on offense. We don't. Obviously, Caleb Williams at QB, we're good there. Offensive line is stacked. Yes, the Ozzy Trapillo injury is a little concerning, but I feel like we can maybe get someone there. That might be the only really need we need is a tackle to fill in for Ozzy Trapillo when he comes back or whatever. But I feel like we could probably bring back Theo Benedict or sign someone. Who knows? Obviously, tight end, we're covered there. Colson Loveland, Cole Kmet. Unless they do something with Cole Kmet, I don't know. Wide receiver, obviously, great there. We don't really need anything. Obviously, there's been rumors that DJ Moore might get traded. I don't know. We'll see if DJ Moore gets traded. But actually, I will keep that DJ Moore thing aside with that, because there's been something with DJ Moore involving a trade for someone else. But we'll get to that. But really on offense, and then obviously running back, there's also been some talk maybe they'll cut DeAndre Swift. Maybe. I don't know if they would. I mean, DeAndre Swift had his best year in his career with over 1,000 rushing yards and over 10 touchdowns in total. He really did good, but to be fair, it was on a Bears offensive line who had Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, Darnell Wright, Jordan Jackson, Ozzy Trapillo, who almost all those guys, 3 out of those 5 guys are Pro Bowl level guys with Joe Thuney, Drew Dahlman, and Darnell Wright. That's an amazing offensive line. We have a great offensive line, and I'm so happy to say that. But I can't say the same with the defense. Boy, oh boy, this defense Obviously, this year, after this year, you look at the defense and say, yeah, I think we need to upgrade big time on defense. And that might be another first thing I've ever said. Upgrade on defense big time. Let's get to the big thing. Up front, we couldn't pass rush worth a shit. Obviously, the big thing is, like, whoa. Okay. The whole thing with, like, we need edge, we need interior, we need a guy or two in linebackers, we need safe. Both Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker are free agents. There's been rumors Tremaine Edmonds will be cut to save $15 million in cap space. I wouldn't hate that because Tremaine Edmonds, he's not bad, but I don't know if he's worth that much. There's a lot of things going on. A whole lot of things going on. Yeah, but really, we need help on the front. I don't care. Yes, linebacker and safety is important, but we couldn't pass rush worth a shit. The last season. Last season. It is now officially last season. Obviously, Montez, he had 10 sacks. Yes, but I don't know. Montez is interesting. He's still. It seemed like still not really a great year with him. Austin Booker, I had some good moments, but to me, he's just not the guy to start. He's just not. And then I would say Andrew Billings is a free agent. Jerron Dexter, that's another guy that I'm just like, has moments, but it's just like, it's not all there. And there's been some guys in there like Shamir Turner. He was injured all year. Who else? Oh, Dio Ndingbo. Good God, was that a disaster of a signing? Jesus. That was, I wouldn't say it's all Ryan Poles' fault. He got injured, so who knows? He might have bounced back from it, but he even when he was healthy, he was like horrible. He was no good. We need help big time on the front. Obviously, free agent guys are out there. Trey Hendrickson is a big name, but do the Bears have the money or want to spend on Trey Hendrickson, who had a little bit of a down year and has been injured there and there? I don't know. But trades. There's been a lot of trades and talks about Max Crosby coming to the Bears. And that brings up DJ Moore now. Apparently, there's been a lot of mock trades that the Bears would trade their first this year and DJ Moore for Max Crosby. And for me, I would say, okay, that seems fair. That, to me, seems pretty fair, actually. So. Oh, boy. But yeah, we need help on that front bad. In free agency in the draft. We got the we got the 25th pick in the NFL draft, right? And there's a lot of guys. There's some good and a lot of guys that could be available at 25. Obviously, the big name that I've heard so much at that 25 position is Caden McDonald, the big interior defensive lineman out of Ohio State. That guy has been like the number one guy that's been going on Max to the Bears nonstop. Him. And then there's other guys that are out there like T.J. Parker's, Kendrick Falks. Peter Woods has fallen down. That would be amazing if Peter Woods would fall down that far. Mesidor, I believe his name, from Miami. He's been some rumored there because obviously he is a little bit older, but you know that could be a good thing if you want to win now. And the Bears are kind of in that right now. They're kind of want to win kind of now. Their Super Bowl window is starting to open up here. Yes, I am actually saying these words. There's an actual window being opened for us. So maybe you go out there for a guy like him. My opinion is you need to help this defensive line. You need to help the pass rush and the interior big time. You got to at least get 3 guys. Get 3 or 4 guys in free agency or the draft. You got to help that defensive line. And then obviously you got to get a guy at linebacker because there's TJ Edwards got injured. God knows how long he's going to be out for. I don't know how bad that injury. I can't even remember, but it was not good. Tremaine Edmonds, he might be getting cut. I mean, we need help at linebacker. Safety, like I said, both safeties for us. Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker are both going to be free agents. One of them is bound to get re-signed by us, but the other definitely not. So if I had to say maybe the guy out of Oregon, and for the life of me, I can't remember his name, but he's from Oregon. Oh, man. Thiemann, something like that. But I looked at some highlights of him. I kind of like him. He kind of looks like a Jaquan Brisker, but has a lot more potential and just a lot more volume, I guess that's the word. More upside. And just a lot gonna be cheaper probably. So if I were them, I would re-sign Kevin Byard, and just let go of Brisker because, yes, Brisker was pretty good for us, especially in the playoffs against the Rams game and the Packers. I mean, he did pretty good, but Kevin Byard, I just would just keep for re-sign him for a 1-year deal and then draft someone in the NFL draft at safety. But we need help on defense. That's the big thing because we allowed a lot of points, allowed a lot of yards. Couldn't get to the pass rush. We didn't have any pass rush. The only thing we had were turnovers. And if it wasn't for that, this defense would be at the bottom of the barrel with the Bengals and the Cowboys of bad defenses. But thankfully, we turn over the ball. And obviously, some guys, they're also key free agents. Like I said, Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, Nashawn Wright is also a free agent he was the guy that had 5 interceptions, 2, 3 forced fumbles. I don't even know if he had he was balling out for us. He was a breakout guy. I mean, he just broke out. He had a Pro Bowl year. He was electric. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if we didn't re-sign him, but I'm going to be happy for him, though, because he is going to get a pretty good bag for how well he played, for either maybe from us or for a different team, but most likely for a different team. But yeah, obviously, the year went great, went 11-6, can't complain. There shouldn't be any complaining. This year was an absolute A+ season. And then this offseason, yes, we are in the dead cap. We need to free it up, reconstruct some contracts, cut some players, work some things out. I mean, like I said, I think it was $6 million. Now I believe it's at 4 because we did cut someone. I can't remember who, but I think we're at 4.3 now. So I mean, we're not that. We're getting back up there. Oh man. And then obviously you got to help the defense. You got to help the defense pass rush in that front. I don't know if you got to sign someone like Trey Hendrickson, or obviously Mack is a free agent. Maybe you bring him back. Obviously, I don't know if you would. Maybe though. Trade for a guy like Max Crosby. I don't know. Maybe. Or do you draft a guy? I don't know. All I know, I'm looking forward to the offseason. This team should get better this offseason, even though they are in dead cap. Not by much, but like they're still in dead cap. We're not like the Chiefs where we're like, what is it, like 60 mil over the cap? Yeah, that. Yeah, Chiefs they got it rough right now. But yeah, I will probably be back here talking about some things. Maybe some players that we signed this offseason, or guys that we cut, or just trade, or anything like that. And then obviously the draft coming up, and then just look forward to the 2026-2027 NFL season that'll be coming up this year, which won't be here for approximately 7 months, 6, somewhere on there. It's going to be a while, but let's just look forward to the draft and free agency and trades and all that stuff. But yes, this season was an absolute success. I'll see y'all later. And have a good one. Bye.